What's up, everybody? Welcome back and happy Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas, and they're linked for you in the description to this video, so go ahead and check them out. So we're going to start with a review of a 3-star map that we got early this morning in the San Antonio area. And then getting into today, we have storms continuing, got some ongoing warnings to talk to you guys about, and then the forecast upcoming. And then that forecast is going to extend all the way into the weekend when another severe weather chance sweeps through the same area. So got lots on the agenda today. Before we get into it, come see us at the IRE, guys. You can register at theroofingexpo.com, and it's going to be February 6th to the 8th in Vegas. We are booth, oh, help me, I can't see. 7507, have to check the monitors behind me. 7507, come see us at the IRE. So, past 24 hours, we've got some decent rainfall from this system just because multiple waves have been moving through of heavy rain. It is expected to continue into today, already sitting at over 2 inches in Alexandria, in Jackson, in Shreveport. Houston has got almost an inch of rain, and almost 2 inches, 1.85 there in San Antonio. So lots of places in the south getting soaked. And up north, still a decent amount of rain up there too, over an inch in Paducah, Kentucky, almost an inch in Louisville, and then about a half an inch around on the outskirts of that, Nashville, St. Louis. So some very heavy rain moving in from this system, as well as that severe threat. Here's a look at last night. Just a few hail reports came in, and correct me if I'm pronouncing these wrong, Pearsall and just north of Pleasanton, Texas, so just right south of the San Antonio, Bexar County limits. But there's that swath there, really kind of ramped up quick, producing a very high volume of golf ball, like ping pong to golf ball sized hail, and then it got up to 2 inches just to the west of Pleasanton there, and then tapered off as quickly as it started before it hit San Antonio itself. So if you guys want info on that map, it is called Pearsall, Poteet, Texas hail. Max size on that was that 2 inches, impacted over 13,000 homes. So if you guys want to scan that QR code in the banner there or click the link in the description to this video if you don't already have access to our mapping products, that'll get you hooked up. We can sign you up for a plan, or if you've already got that, go ahead and check out that map from early this morning. Then the risk is continuing today. There's that line trucking away through central Mississippi right now and parts of Louisiana. Tons of rain out behind it. Now, one limiting factor is the cloud cover out ahead of that. It's not helping out the environment warming up as quickly as it could be, so any instability right ahead of this line is kind of getting limited. But the Gulf is still doing its thing, bringing some warmer weather up into the region and some higher dew points. So 66 degrees in Houston, 80 degrees down in Miami, and in the mid-50s up in Atlanta. Oh yeah, we got you covered just south of San Antonio. So, and I think we have it on our Facebook too. We have the info, so if you guys want to check out our Facebook page, there should be more on it there. Anyway, yeah, nice and warm down south, but again, right in front of that line is kind of where we're watching to continue that severe threat. And then still 60s in the dew points, so it's nice and humid out there, going to help sustain those storms as well. And so those kind of tie into our significant tornado parameter right there along I-59 around 2:30 should be kind of lighten up a little bit, not in anything crazy like we saw with past systems, but still enough ahead of that line to get some spin on those storms, potentially spit out some tornadoes along that line. So there it goes, a couple hours here into the New Orleans area and parts of eastern Mississippi. Houston's still getting tons and tons of rain, and there will be more storms that we're going to see pop up here in a second. There they go. So there the line is. We got potential for some high winds in central Alabama from this. When you see that curvature on our future radar, tends to indicate some high winds happening behind that. And then some rotation ahead of this line could get us a wind and tornado threat. And then out here, So anything that rolls off of the mountains in Mexico over the Rio Grande and makes its way into Texas tends to produce some larger hail than what's happening around it. So watching these cells for some possible large hail later on this evening as those move into central Texas. So again, multiple waves of storms happening. All threats are on the table, including flooding, pretty much anywhere from the Rio Grande off into the southeast for today into tomorrow. Here's a breakdown of your severe threats. I mean, good chance that we're going to see some severe thunderstorms happening today. Of those severe storms, high winds and tornadoes are going to be a risk. The highest risk overall is going to be for flooding, just from multiple waves. And then, there could still be a few cells spitting out some large hail. So taking a look at it all here, there's your large hail threat for today. Potential to see, like we did yesterday, ping pong to golf ball sized stones in southwest Texas. And then, possible with any isolated cells that pop out ahead of that system to maybe get a quarter or two. And that residual threat is, like I said, residual in the New Orleans area. But Galveston, Corpus Christi, San Antonio, all the way west there could possibly see impacts. It just really depends on where those cells set up and where they track. So got to leave y'all on a low end, but really out in this region could possibly see some large hail from those models picking up those larger cells. Then for wind, pretty much the same area here, and then extending all the way into Alabama, Louisiana, from all of those waves of storms. New Orleans, you got a moderate since the line is tracking through right about now. Should be the bulkiest part of it, should be mostly past Jackson, but again, we'll see a few chances for some wind gusts up to 60 today with these storms. So then for tornadoes, again, moderate for New Orleans, low end chance for Mobile, but anything that gets rotating out here could produce some spin up twisters, so got to be on the lookout for that. And then it all continues into tomorrow. So tomorrow's showing some isolated cells popping out ahead of this line, spitting out a potential hail threat, and then we also got that tornado wind threat along with that line. By noon, should be moving into Alabama with, and again, you're going to see storms today, you're going to be storms this evening, see storms tomorrow with just, again, multiple waves. I can't say that enough of these storms. So 5 p.m., things making its way into Atlanta. I think you guys are in Eastern time, so around 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, and then making its way out of Montgomery with all threats as well, and then should kind of start breaking apart by around the midnight, 1 a.m. hour, should be out of your way. So for hail tomorrow, just going to be kind of that area down by the Gulf where we'll have maximized instability and some isolated cells. So Montgomery, Mobile, New Orleans, just south of Jackson, potential to get severe hail into tomorrow. For wind, about the same area. 60-mile-an-hour gusts are possible on the table anywhere from Lafayette off into Montgomery and the Florida Panhandle there. Should be a little more intermittent on the wind for tomorrow. And then we got to still include that tornado threat for Lafayette, New Orleans, Mobile, and all the way far east is like Pensacola area in Florida to see possible tornadoes. So then we got another round on Saturday coming through. Whole nother system develops, tracks through the south once again. So whole mess of storms here on a low res model. We'll have to get closer to see what kind of storm mode we're looking at. So for now, all risks are on the table. But bottom line, whole mess of storms tracking into an area that should once again have some higher instability. So got to put out that storm threat for you guys. It's going to be mostly Alabama and Georgia, and we'll see how the surrounding area shapes up as we get closer to the weekend. But basically, multiple storms going through today, through tomorrow. Should see a little brief break in the severity of storms for Friday, but then we're back to it on Saturday. So if you're in the south, buckle up. You're going to be seeing quite a bit of severe activity into this week. So that's what we got. You guys can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button everywhere else. And then if you want to get in contact with us, scan the QR code, guys. Click the link in the description to this video. You do have to purchase a plan, but we can get you signed up and everything and talk to you a little more about our products. Our phone number is 855-334-4245. Our email address is info@hailtrace.com, or you can check out our website, hailtrace.com, for more details. And we'll be back tomorrow with more updates, but for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.